When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. There are things in the camera view that I noticed. It's almost like when your mom told you to clean your room and you just shove stuff under your bed. Yeah, that's kind of how I guess I'll be here for a while after we tape this tonight. So that's what goes on. Dan does something that I have never tried. And I would think about it. You get needles stuck in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get my energy.
I use steroids, Bill.
Yeah. Not that.
No.
I get my energy realigned. And I was thinking about this. If my father could see us right now, and maybe he can, I don't know. I think he'd fake his own death again.
Now, would he be in his ghost suit and tie?
I don't know.
His three-piece suit?
Because where we came from and the generations that we grew up in, and I know that we're different generations. I'm X. I don't believe you are.
Yeah, I'm a tweener generation. They call us Zennials.
Okay.
So we're between X and Millennials. We're not quite Millennial, but we're not quite X.
Yes.
We're Zennials.
However,
TV generation.
I think your dad was definitely of the old school mentality.
He was a boomer.
So where we came from, self-care was not a thing.
No.
Right? It was
college wasn't a thing where we came from either.
Well,
no, your parents did it.
Yes,
but they were the minority.
I don't know. My grandparents both had scholarships to go to college, and they didn't.
We're not going to let that happen to you guys.
No, I look. My uncle didn't go to college, and my mom's brother and sister didn't go to college. I think my mom's brother finished, but as an adult.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't go to college in the traditional sense, right? Mm-hmm. They were the non-traditional students, kind of like I am. Yeah.
The tweener between a college student and Bill Moran, because you're the non-traditional student.
I got to remind me when we take a break. Just write this down. I have to show you the picture. I just want to show you a picture. A picture of I don't want to say because it's private. It's a fun picture.
Private and picture.
Not that kind of picture.
Okay, I just want to clarify.
Those are actually in my private section on my phone. There's not many, but I got them. You know, dirty text.
Can't see those, Zuckerberg.
But no, it was like, you're fine, walk it off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, put some dirt on it.
Right,
don't be a baby.
Have a beer, suck it up.
I know people who needed glasses, and their parents are like, your eyes are fine.
Yes.
And they get to the army, and they're like, whoa. How are you able to be cross-eyed for 18 years?
Well, okay.
My father was cross-eyed for 18. They go, okay, he really needs glasses. They had to do surgery for him. But he had glasses, but he still was seeing cross-eyed. They had to do surgery for him. Then a neighbor of ours said, they were so poor. He goes, Dad, I think I need glasses. You don't need glasses. Your eyes are fine. He goes to the army. They're like, dude, you can't. How'd you get here?
Yeah. All right. It's amazing but I think your body can overcompensate. And so you just do that and it becomes your normal. So that's normal. You don't know what it's like to have vision that's better than you have.
Yeah.
Right? Until you have it.
Like someone who grows up colorblind.
Right.
And they get those $400 colorblind glasses. They start crying because they didn't realize what color looked like.
Right.
Think about that.
Yes. It's a very weird thing. Right. So, but you know, kind of like that. You would plow through, right? You would plow through, which seems to be a male thing, and you would die quietly. But it seems to be more of a male thing. I would say that it's I don't know Italian culture very well in terms of stuff.
A lot of Italians don't either, let's be honest.
Okay. But I know Irish a bit, and I know that the Irish culture was not very touchy-feely. So I try to break that as I've gotten older. And they're not, they're funny and warm to a point. And
that's where the alcohol comes in.
Well, and then you don't talk about your shit. You just deal with
You're
it.
very stoic.
You just plow through. You just keep going. You just keep going. You just keep going. And
Again, where the alcohol comes in.
And I think that is something that I certainly learned at the knee of my dad pretty well.
So in Italian culture, if I may.
Sure.
It's a lot like that, only we're very touchy-feely.
Yes.
We're very lovey-kissy, hug everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. However, the men didn't talk about their issues.
No.
They would talk about everybody else.
Yeah.
And they could brag sometimes about what they would have done in a certain situation that somebody else didn't do.
Yeah.
But when it comes to themselves, they don't talk about their lives.
Yeah.
They kept it to themselves. You think you got problems? Everybody's got problems. We just don't talk about them.
I think it was with the Irish, too. It was like smoke a cigarette, drink a beer, and keep going.
Yeah.
Right. Keep going. No matter what it was.
Especially that World War II generation.
Sure.
Post-World War II generation.
But I would say, like, my dad, okay? Let me give you just sort of an example. And I'm repeating myself from a previous podcast. But it always stands out to me. It stands out to me more today. And we're going to get into something later that we may be able to bring this back. But my mom was a speech pathologist in a school district. When she had my sister, she took a 2-year maternity leave. At that time, my dad's like, there was no money. He said we had like $100 in a bank account. And he's like, I didn't know what to do. So my father then went and cut off the oil heat, built a double barrel stove and hooked it up to the entire heating system, went out and chopped wood, and the house was never cold.
That's brilliant.
Right. My sister, he got it from the Farmer's Almanac, which they're no longer printing anymore. They don't. I think the last edition is being done. I'm pretty sure. And then with my sister, he would go into high-end children's clothing shops, and he would study. Like, he would just look at the clothes, right? So if there was and my sister was, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. And she still in the single digits, and he would design coats. Like, he would find a pattern for a coat and then add on like a velvet collar and this. So you never looked poor, because poor people got treated a certain way. And it's interesting how I think we've lost a little of that, a little bit. And like when I did this interview with Mercedes Vasquez Simmons, who's running for New York State Assembly, she was talking about kind of Latino culture, and her mom, single mom, qualified to get money from the government, wouldn't do it, wouldn't take it because of the stigma that comes with it.
I know several people of that culture that qualified and would not take the money.
Yeah, it's interesting to me.
Then I know others who were all about it.
Yes. Now, I know, like, one of the big things that they talk about a lot in like the therapy stuff I'm taking is self-care, right? And I laugh at it because I think, like, my father would be like, you want self-care? Take a hot shower. You know, I mean, that would kind of, I could kind of hear that in my head to some degree. And I think a lot of times we think of self-care in almost the wrong way. It's like candles and massages and all this weird stuff. But I was going, men don't avoid self-care. They just call it something else. It's disguised. That's what self-care is for guys. Because
self-care sounds like something
it does.
A woman would do.
100%.
I went to so-and-so to get some self-care.
Yes. But or it feels like things like candles, right? Mm-hmm. You're lighting candles, and it's nice.
I use Dove soap with 1/4 moisturizing cream.
Journaling, saying, "Go ahead," because we were both going to do something. Go.
Live, laugh, love.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, that came out in like 2009.
Yeah,
every woman had that big live, laugh, love.
Yeah, I couldn't. I wouldn't do that.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say,
eat, pray, love.
No. Oh. I'm honoring my feelings, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And
real women don't have time for that.
No, but, well, I mean,
say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
Real people.
You could do it, but, don't tell anybody.
I'm honoring my feelings. Okay, right. That would be something that maybe you should keep to yourself. But nobody cares. You have to work harder was kind of the mentality that I was certainly raised with. Nobody cares. About work ethic with my father. It was work ethic. You have to have a work ethic. You have to have study habits. You have to have, and you don't talk about it. And I don't know.
My father used to get mad.
You provide. You don't process things.
So my dad used to get mad at me because I was about an 88 student in high school.
Okay.
I booked 2 study halls a day. So I want to get all my homework done in school so I didn't have to bring it home. My father used to be, why can't you get back on the honor roll? Why can't you get back on the honor roll?
Is that an honor roll?
No, the honor roll was 90 plus.
Oh, okay.
I was always 2 points away. He goes, I never see you crack open a book ever. Because it all just came naturally. You do your homework, and like I wasn't great with math, but I was pretty good at the other subjects. It was all memorization and just doing the work.
Right.
And he used to get so freaking angry that I wasn't on the honor roll. Not because it was going to get me to a better school, because I probably would have ended up going where I went anyway. It was because he wanted to brag about his kid being on the honor roll. That's all.
That was his self-care.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, really. And it does. Like if you said to somebody, I'm gonna take a me day. Can you imagine
a mental health day?
Well, no, but a mental health day, fine. I can understand that. Those are good things, right? I can understand when you need a day.
Don't say what it is.
Okay,
you want to do that? I mean, guys do that.
Yes.
We had a boss named JT, right? He goes,
yeah,
fellas, once a year I take a mental health day. I just need a day away from everybody. And I took one this afternoon, or yesterday afternoon, and then he would go on and tell some story, relatable story, to get us to like do content a certain way.
Yeah,
but like we made fun of that. Well, and then you said, well, yeah, but you know what? That's actually a good idea.
It is a good idea.
And I said, Bill, if I took a mental health day on this show, we couldn't get on the air.
No, well, that's
because we had backup.
No, that was true, but I just think that it is a good idea, because I think sometimes you get to a point where things become overwhelming. And I think we live in a society that's go, 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 where you look at other societies like even the Italians. They take siestas. Sometimes during work.
Well, okay.
But
this is a no-show construction job. I shouldn't even be here.
Hey. But self-care sounds like robes and I don't know, ocean sounds for, your emotional release.
Hairs in a towel. You got the cucumbers on your eyes.
Exactly.
It's a spa day. Bonbons.
I did today.
Which is such a 90s term.
What?
Bonbons.
Oh, God, yeah.
You don't hear that anymore.
No, it was like a fancy thing.
Yeah.
Right? When you sit around and eat your bonbons. But look, you've got guys who are in golf leagues. I think Kevin, who's on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. My brother-in-law, my pastors, they're all in all the guys in my church are all in golf leagues.
Controlled escape, social bonding.
Yeah.
It's self-care. You don't call it that, but that's what it is. Softball, right?
Oh, yeah.
Guys in softball, beer softball leagues, self-movement, right?
It, but I did it.
You got your tribe. Mm-hmm. Okay. How about this one? Ever just sit in your car in silence? I guarantee there's somebody listening right now who has pulled in their driveway and just sat there.
Oh, yeah. I've done it.
It just sat there.
I've done it.
It sat
often.
there. Yeah. Try it.
There were times, Billy, when we worked together, I'd be so tired that I'd get home from work and I wouldn't even get out of the truck. I'd just sit there. All right, we got to get the motivation to get out of the truck so you can go take the nap that you need because you're so tired.
All right, I'm going to give you some other ones that I think are self-care for guys. I think definitely a bar with buddies, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
Because
most guys my age don't do that. They're busy with kids now.
Right.
So they really don't do that. Now,
or sometimes they organize it. Like, hey, man, we're going to go out. Yeah. Or they ask the wives, hey,
My brother-in-law, every Friday of the first Friday of the NCAA tournament, his golf league buddies, he invites me and his golf league buddies out, and we all meet up at a certain place.
Yeah.
And just hang out, just catch up.
Yeah. And it's group therapy in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's talking. I think yard work for guys is self-care. You're isolated. You got anger management with a mower and some power clippers and a weed whacker, and you're good. You know what I mean?
So
I can see that. There's nobody talking to you.
Lawn mowing could be cathartic, and the reason is because you're by yourself. You got your earphones on if you do it that way, right? And you're seeing your progress as you go.
Yes.
In other words, all right, another row.
Yes.
Another row.
Yes.
Another. This law's looking good.
Yes.
And then after you're done, you stand there with your arms crossed. And yeah, I do it every day.
I used to have. Remember, if I looked under those apple trees out by the pool, and it was just, I was like, yeah,
I did this.
That's right,
I
baby.
did this with my legs and me, I'm riding a mower. But yeah, you get the satisfaction of knowing I got to enjoy my music and I mowed the lawn. It looks great.
Fantasy football, would that be self-care? Kind of like the illusion of control. You don't really have control, but you put a team together, right? It's the illusion of control in our chaotic life.
I might be weird. I've only done fantasy football.
I haven't.
Three times, and I almost won each league.
Look at.
I would get.
Not to brag. Let me just throw that in.
My brothers would call me up. My brothers, like professional gamblers, would call me up and go, "Hey, who do I play here?" I'm like, "You're asking me? I don't play fantasy. You know everything." I'm like, but like. I never got it, but yeah, I could see that. But the thing is, it's like
I'm saying
guys
self-care.
breaking balls. It's like
that's group therapy.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's group therapy. It's bringing you in. It's making you feel welcome if you do it right.
If you do it right, I don't think most guys do it right.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just don't. I think most guys think they're funny when they do that, and they're really not. I don't know. I've never heard it correctly. Like you and Tommy could break balls, and it was awesome. It was hysterical. Yeah, that cut a little, but they got me. You're right. That makes sense. But it was welcoming. It was like you're part of the group.
You're part of the group, and a lot of times the best comedy is always based on truth. It's always based on truth.
But it's like your fantasy team. Yeah, you guy got hurt. It's like you had no really control over that. You just drafted the dude in a snake draft on a Saturday afternoon.
No, that's what I mean.
But over beers.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the illusion of control. That's why I would say it's self-care. It's hanging out with your guys. You know, the guy at the end of the bar, that's not a drink. That's his coping mechanism with either ice or foam on top.
That's self-medication.
That's what it is. Yes, that's what it is. And I was thinking about this because now there's a term that gets kicked around in some circles, but I think a lot of times, and especially for dudes, you would start to think, what if self-care isn't just a spa day? Like we think of a spa day, right? Remember when we went and took the tour of Woodcliff and there was that guy sitting there having...
It's 11 o'clock in the morning and this dude's got a scotch in his hand. He's got his slippers on, the white robe, and he's the only one there.
Right. So weird, right? Self-care.
Mm-hmm.
But what if like self-care was reps, and I would call it microdosing? That sometimes things get stressful. You have a bad meeting. You have or you lose a sale, or whatever's happening. 5-minute walk in the sun.
Yeah.
5-minute walk in the sun.
Vitamin D for free.
Yeah. Sitting with coffee and doing absolutely nothing.
Don't look at your phone.
No.
Just hang out.
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And even if you have to set a timer. One song in the car that you love, no phone, and you just think, or you go back to a time when things were good and happy, right? I did that the other day.
I remember listening to this during the OJ trial.
A U2 song came on, and I was back on at Wilbur Flats, probably 16, 17 years old, with our trunks popped and beers in our hand, you know, and doing the things that I would be upset if Jameson did it. It's just shit like that. I think if you microdose things, you don't need a weekend retreat. You don't need a Tony Robbins retreat.
Like George Carlin once said, if you can go to a Tony Robbins seminar, you don't need to go to a Tony Robbins seminar.
Yeah, I mean, well, and look, I think the guy has helped a lot of people and has some great insight. But I think what you need is 5 minutes where nobody needs you. That's kind of what it is. And even if it's just eating a piece of chocolate by yourself or sitting for 10 minutes doing nothing. Look, guys don't journal, but they'll stare off into the distance for 45 minutes with their hand down their pants, in the front of their pants. You ever see that?
Oh, yeah. The
Al
Joe
Bundy.
Torre.
Yeah, the Joe Torre, the Al Bundy. I mean, that's kind of the thing. And I think that we have to do that stuff as guys as much as even women do. And women do a lot of the heavy lifting of stuff, but you're a human being, you know? Like, short fuses are not a good thing. I hear so many people now as adults that'll talk about the one time their dad got angry. Imagine if I were your kid.
I mean, it's like one time a day.
Right.
They'll be, Dad, you having a good day? You only got yelled once.
Snapping at people you love, right? You just kind of numb to everything. You just can't take anymore. You got a short fuse. You want escaping in worse ways. Like you're just looking to sit in the backyard and drink till you're blind. Those are coping mechanisms, but they're not good. And I go, if you don't schedule some kind of self-care, whether it's your golf league with your buddies or some way to just kind of reset yourself, you break down.
Yeah.
You break down.
You will.
And it'll schedule. And that's when it schedules itself. That's when it's like, hey, man, you're done. I think, remember when I got really sick and we did the break room?
Yes.
Pneumonia?
I remember. Tommy and I had to do the entire show all week by ourselves with a guy who now is the host of that show.
Yeah. And I just think I wore myself out. Yeah, and I wasn't doing that. And I think,
well, you looked sick. So my band played at East End Fest the weekend before you got sick. And you guys were all there watching, and you looked like dark. Like your eyes were really dark. And I went back and watched the video because you were in the crowd. Because I gave a shout out to your two kids in Kano.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, no wonder Bill. Like he was starting to feel it Friday afternoon. And you were out the entire week. You were watching shows like Judge.
I think I just, but I slept mostly.
Yeah, you were drinking like Tylenol with codeine.
Yeah, I was. Would you, let me ask you this one, because there's a book called The Artist Way, and I
have it. You bought it for me.
Yeah, I read it when we were doing the break room, and I did some of the stuff. And they would have you go on an artist date.
Yeah, by yourself.
Schedule a date, actually go out like you would go somewhere. So I would go to and it's really weird, right? Because I don't think people kind of would ever think this about me. But I would go to a botanical garden. I'd go to the art museum. I actually like that shit. As weird as that is. But would you go to dinner alone?
I've done it.
By yourself?
Oh, yeah. Many
Sat
times.
at a table?
Yeah.
Sat at a table by yourself? Wow. Because that's one where I go, I'll sit at a bar alone. Now, I could do that for a couple hours. There'll be conversations with
nobody else.
But I don't know that I could sit at a table alone. And I try to ask myself, why? I go, I don't know what I'm afraid of. Looking like a loser.
Yeah, it's all self-perception.
100%, because who's going to think you're a loser? You could be a guy on a business trip who's just hungry.
Yeah. You could pull the Galasano and go, Google me.
Did he say that once?
Yeah. I think it was at Pani Vino once. He goes, Google me.
Good.
And then didn't somebody try to, Joey Bricado or somebody try to write a song called Google Me?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be a great song.
If they haven't, I think you should. That's funny. Yeah, because I'll sit at a bar for hours, but I don't know that I would be comfortable sitting at a table for 45 minutes like a functioning adult.
Or you could sit at a bar like a functioning alcoholic.
Well, that's just it.
Bill, the options you're weighing here.
Well, no.
Sometimes somebody named Bill Moran once told me, Danny, you got to do something that scares you. Maybe for you, that's going and sitting at a table and eating dinner by yourself.
I think the last time you and I were together, I talked about, things that scared me, right? And I used the analogy of when I went parasailing at 12 years old.
Yeah.
All my life, when there was something that would scare me, and it would be something like, trying to get a car to go 120 miles an hour, taking the governor off a golf cart and seeing if we could get somebody to get a radar gun and see how fast we go. Those things actually made me nervous, but it gnawed at me.
The thrill of the bill.
I had to do it. Or swinging out on a rope over a lake and jumping off, right? I always had to do that. I don't know why. It made no sense, but I had to go and do it. And the thing is, if you can't stand to be alone with yourself, scheduling's not the problem. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes that gives you, I don't know. I would say to most guys, if you're thinking about self-care, because I did go and have a Reiki session before we came in here today.
Okay.
Realigned some stuff. It just hit me this
morning. There's milk on your head. Or there's a yolk on the head, and the yolk drips down, and there's an egg. Is that how it goes? Or?
No, you don't even know what you're saying. Never
Remember one time Dwight in the office had to do this for he had to calm Michael down. Michael had slept with Pam's mom. So there's an egg on your head and the yolk is running down. He goes, do you want me to give you the chills? Yeah. And they're doing this AMSR thing.
Yeah.
And then he tells Voight that he slept with Pam's mom. So is that what Reiki's like? I have no idea.
No, Reiki is very quiet. It's just you lay there and somebody who feels your energy and realigns your energy.
Okay. Do you feel realigned today?
I feel great. I feel much better than I have felt in a while. Yeah. But when I was in there, I put my phone on airplane mode and somebody was trying to call me and I missed their call and I'm disappointed I did. But
see, I go to acupuncture. I get acupunctured for my migraines.
Right.
For migraines.
But it's self-care. It's also time alone, quiet.
Yeah.
You have to like really go in and you're taking care of your body, right? The migraines and all that. And I know it sounds soft. I just think that it's not soft and I really would.
When I go, it's mostly dudes.
For acupuncture.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm saying self-care.
Oh, self-care.
I think self-care, the term is.
You should call it something else.
Well, man maintenance. Call it man maintenance.
Maintenance?
Maintenance.
That
Maintenance.
sounds weird.
Yeah,
Too many
because.
consonants. Maintenance.
Well, because I'll tell you why.
Macrodosing.
I swear to you, the guy who just keeps going, never stops, breaks down when he least expects it.
Oh, yeah, that's usually how it works.
Yeah. And that's your body telling you need to.
Enough, yeah.
And I would also say, if anybody is or knows someone who is a dad of young kids and stuff, man, you need to show up as your best self because you're not going to realize it, when you're in it, it's like looking at a Monet. It's a bunch of fucking dots and you're trying to figure it out. But for people who are standing on the outside, you realize how important that time is. Like it's critically important that you're there, that you're focused, that you're taking care of yourself, you're not angry, and if you are, you're taking it somewhere else. If you are in a relationship, if you're married or whatever, you're not arguing in front of the kid. Like all that stuff is so critically important that I think you've got to find an outlet somewhere. Boxing can be a great self-care, right? Going to the gym for some guys is self-care, but it also can become a grind sometimes. So I hesitate with that, but I would like something that's going to give you
working out. I think it's just
working out it can be for sure. But I just think like where you're with other people and you're able to shoot the shit and check in.
Yeah, you don't want to be alone all the time. You need your lone moments and you need your camaraderie moments.
Right. I think that's very important. And I only say, I don't know why. I feel like it's something that guys don't do. And I feel like there's like, I don't know how to phrase this properly. But I would say sometimes I think the guys probably feel if they aren't underappreciated. Because the expectation is you're just going to go and handle it. And a lot of times the home stuff will fall on the wife, the kid stuff will fall on the wife or the spouse. But the dude is like, working and you can't bring that shit home. I'm going, there's got to be a way for that to get out because it will get out and it can get out in ugly ways and it can also cause you a lot of problems.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just my little PSA.
No, that's cool. Go mow the lawn. My brother did one time. He's going to be listening to this. In Florida. We couldn't get a hold of him for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, what's going on? Is he going to be on one of those like date lines at some point? Nobody could get a hold of him. So I text him. I go, Ryan, call me. He finally calls me back. I go, hey, you okay? Yeah. Why is everybody bugging me? I go, well, Mom, Joel, none of us, Steph, we haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? You okay? Long sigh. Yeah. What's the matter? I'm putting in a garden. I go, wait, what?
Self-care.
He goes,
you can get out
you don't
there.
understand, man. In Florida, man, they judge you by your yard. It's got to be green.
Yeah.
In my neighborhood, it's got to look good. He goes, I don't trust anybody to mow my lawn.
Yeah.
I do. He goes, it's a lot of work. I go, okay, as long as you're cool. As long as you're good.
All right, we'll take a moment.
Today he asked me, he goes,
Yeah.
hey, you're 46, right? I go, yeah. He's 35 now. At a certain age, do you need to start wearing tighter underwears? I go, why? My nuts are killing me. I go, yeah.
I mean, you could. I always wear boxer briefs, I think, for that reason, but that's what I prefer. There are rules in life, Dan.
You don't want to trip over yourself.
No, you don't. Not when they're sagging. There are rules in life, but no one ever explains them to you. We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah. It's called the break room.
I'll get to that right after this. When it comes to home improvement, you've got choices. Let's say there's a hole in the bedroom wall, and somehow nobody in the house knows how it got there. You could fix it. I mean, there's always YouTube, right? But 3 hours later, it's going to look like a patch job. Not even a good patch job. And how about that leak under the kitchen sink? Yeah, you said you'd get to it, and that was what? 2.5, 3 months ago? If we're being honest, we all have that list. The one where deep down, you're not totally sure you've got the skills to pull it off. If it's my list, I'm calling Mac of all trades. Holes in the wall, handled. Leaky sinks, done. Full kitchen remodel? Yeah, they got that too. And hey, warmer weather's coming. How's that deck looking? Need it extended? Rebuilt? Outdoor patio? Don't be a deckhead. Call Mac of all trades, 585-202-9218. That's 585-202-9218. And you can see all they do online at macofalltrades.net. They'll handle it, so you don't have to. There are rules in life, Dan.
Yeah.
That no one ever explains to you.
Nobody's born with a manual, Billy.
No. There's no teacher that explains this. No parent. There's no manual or handbook, as you said. But if you break them, these rules.
It's consequences.
Everybody knows.
Yep. And nobody cares.
Well, nobody says a word. Oh, but they judge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they judge. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the rule book that doesn't exist. Let me give you one of the unwritten rules for a man. And I think you can weigh in on this very well. And it's one I've had to even teach my sons. You never take the urinal next to someone if there are others that are empty. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's pretty natural. I think that's common sense.
I'm just saying, if the urinal next to someone is open, and let's say there's 4, you don't go into the one next to the guy.
No.
No, you do not.
You find your own urinal.
There's no eye contact at a urinal, ever, right? You're in, you're out, right? You're in, you're out. Only a psychopath will take a phone call at the urinal.
Oh, yeah, we worked with a boss who did that. We walk in the bathroom, he'd be on his phone, like loudly.
Who's that?
The grandpa.
Oh! Ha! Oh, God.
With his hearing.
Yeah. Right.
Because he was so important.
No, well, he thought he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yes. And I think, honestly, this may be the only place on the planet that I can think of that men have unity. It's silent, but it's unity. We know. Mm-hmm. We know these rules. You do not do these things. Sometimes you'll see it. And you'll see it like if you're on a road trip. Right? Because if somebody all of a sudden comes next to you, and there's like a row of urinals, to your left, there's a few that are empty. It always feels like they're invading your space. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're like,
right.
And sometimes if you have shy bladder, your shy bladder just shuts off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it can happen.
I call it Bill's game bladder. Like there's a line behind you, and you just can't go.
Yeah. They took
the trough out, so maybe it'll be a little bit easier, Bills fans, for the new stadium.
I know. The trough was
not
great.
all of us have a private bathroom like Greg Connors.
No,
Mr. Connors, your toilet is ready.
I will say that I believe that these are the rules, right? And the reason why there's no line at a men's bathroom. Not often a line at a men's bathroom. Let me put it that way, right? If it's a small place, maybe. But if you go to a concert this summer and you go to the bathroom, there's a chance that there's a line for the ladies out and around.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Or at a Bills game.
Okay. And the guys, there's usually no line.
No.
Because they're in, they're out, and when there's a trough, it doesn't matter. You're just in, you're out. You're in, you're out. The ladies take longer. They don't. I mean, I'm not sure. Can't say that because there's somebody going to go. I drop them. I go and I'm up. Right, but you need privacy.
Yes.
Right, you need privacy. So that gives us less space. Right, I mean, you got to get in there. You got to shut the door, lock the door, position yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's more work, guys. It's just trough doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You just hope you don't splatter on your neighbor. That's it. You know, and distance yourself if you can.
My brother Ryan, speaking of unwritten rules, my brother Ryan had to teach my nephew, his son, how to pee at a urinal because he dropped his pants.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, no. And everybody starts laughing.
Yeah, every little kid does.
He pulled the butters, they call it.
Yeah. Every little kid does.
From South Park.
I used to do that on purpose in college.
I can see that.
I did. I would go in the bathroom and I'd be like, and then people are like, oh my God. I'd be like, what? What's the matter? I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. I used to pee in the plastic cup, the clear plastic cup, and then leave it on the ledge because it looked like beer. And someone would hit and go, oh my God, it's so warm. I would do it. I would do that right in the bar. I wouldn't even go to the bathroom to do it.
Oh, dude, it would
be so crowded. I'd be taking a piss in the cup. And I don't think,
the old Dispatch Tavern at East Rochester, one of the last nights it was open, guys are playing beer pong, which, by the way, you're not supposed to be playing beer pong at a bar.
Yeah.
Guys are getting 4, 5, 6 drinks in. All of a sudden, guy starts stirring as a distraction, stirring one of the cups with his crank.
Oh!
Come on, hit me. Go ahead. So the dude goes, okay, bing, backboard, in, bank, drink it. He told him.
I like this guy, though. He's got his cocktail stirrer out, huh?
Oh.
Well, look, bar and social events. It's the unwritten rule. Can't be the first to leave.
No.
Definitely can't be the last.
No, you don't want to be. You want to be in the middle.
Right. You want to be in the middle.
Yeah.
You want to be there.
Yeah. So usually the pastor's the first one to go, and then you know what? It is getting late.
Well, okay. There's a moment at every table where it's clear that it's over, but nobody wants to be the first to leave. And I think that's where we need one brave person. I'll tell you another one. One more at a bar never means one more.
No, of course not.
No, it doesn't. If somebody says one more.
It's like Glory Days, Springsteen. We went back inside, sat down, had a few drinks.
Yeah.
And all we kept talking up.
If someone buys around, you're in the rotation now.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be. You're in the rotation.
Your turn's coming.
I would also say.
Which, by the way, I am owed more dinners and rounds. I got to say. My class reunion, I bought like 3 or 4 rounds thinking somebody was going to step up. Nobody did.
Oh, you went to college. Maybe some of them didn't.
Some of these guys have PhDs.
Okay.
That's how they probably keep their money.
I would say don't order food when nobody else is eating. Now, if you're going to order snacks for everybody, like if you're going to order apps, that's different. But I think if you're going to order like a burger, I'm starving, and nobody else is eating, you can't do that. You look unhinged.
Yeah.
I think you look unhinged. I would say that.
Never eat the last thing of something you didn't buy.
Oh, amen to that.
That's
buddy.
a big one.
Amen. Or if you did buy it, you should ask.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else like this?
That's what I do.
Yeah. Do you?
Boo, would you like the last mozzarella stick? She goes, I know you want it. I go, Boo, would you like the last mozzarella stick?
Yeah.
Or if somebody else is buying, you don't order appetizers if they're not ordering the appetizers.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I'll have 8 onion rings and, give me the whole platter, the sample platter.
Right. And I would say this, that when somebody says one more round, everybody knows this is where this could be the tipping point right here. we do need one brave person to say we don't need more drinks. All right, for Dan Barillo, for Mike the Dad, for the unspoken rules we should all know, I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you next time.
Down in the know what we was up to, they wouldn't let us in, and now we landed in members like original sin. Elvis Presley Boulevard.